What is up, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? We're gonna go ahead and take a look at Shark today. You can see Shark here down in the south, and the Twin Blades outcrop. This is the city of Lim, which was up here in the north. It's been moved down into Shark. It'll have the same effects that it did. It'll have the hive limbs and the organic limbs at the super cheap prices. It'll also host your bounty and organic rewards, so your hiver heads, your hiver limbs, stuff like that, beakling eggs. These guys have a huge markup for it, because in vanilla lore, they are the people that they sell body parts and stuff like that. So you'll find Twin Blades have replaced the limb benders, and you'll see them walking around. Eventually, I'll add in a bunch of smaller quest lines and things you can do for the Twin Blades to make them your allies, so that they run up and heal you and protect you in battle and stuff like that. This, of course, will make them hostile to most people. So let's go ahead and get our way over to Shark. I actually added in probably 200, 300 new assets just for Shark alone. And the swamps, not including Mudtown and Rod and stuff like that, and then I reutilized a lot of stuff that wasn't necessarily being used before. So you saw these walls yesterday. I used them a bunch here. You've got your low-tech gates here. Corpse Furnace, Swamp Tower. Nothing you guys haven't seen before if you played Vanilla Kenshi. I went ahead and used more of the, I guess they're paddy fields. You've got your rice fields here, and then you've got, I'm avoiding looking at Shark because I think you guys will really like it. You've got your hemp farms here, surrounded by some of the hiver walls. If we click on these, take a look at them. Stick fence short. Pretty simple stuff. Sorry, trying not to look at things. I want to take you guys around the outside of the city so you guys can see how I did some of the walls and towers and stuff like that. This is actually some of the new assets I added in from Cause. Just the new bridge frame setups. These will snap to each other. I actually had to use Shift F12. Sadly, I thought these were going to snap together, one on top of each other, but they don't. The roof here does protect the people underneath from getting wet. Go over here to the left without looking too closely at the city. You guys saw the their police station there, which is out inside. Police station here. Just another swamp tower, swamp walls. And then we'll go back. I'm really trying hard not to spoil it for you guys so far. Got some floating here. Got some floating here. I'll have to fix that. Maybe replace the walls if they won't snap down far enough. And then right here, we actually have the outcrop. We're over here on this side. We actually have the outcrop here. This is pretty easy to see. It kind of stands out up against the hill. Got the stockades here, the metal walls. And then here are your limb benders hanging out outside. I don't know why he's outside, but... So these are your Twin Blade guards. I've actually taken the mask off of them, but they still have the random body parts and stuff like that. This guy's got the mask, which actually looks really fucking cool. He's got his body parts sitting outside, and then if you were to go inside, he's got his body parts everywhere. All up on the shelves and stuff like that. This is the new Shark. I'll let you guys take that in for a second. It's a massive multi-level city. This city has shops and market stalls on every floor of it. If we take a look here, we can actually go... Actually, you know what? Let's just walk over there. These are custom assets. Boron made these assets by kit bashing a bunch of the swamp stuff together. I have yet to change the Hound's interior at all, so most of it is still the same as vanilla, but I've been working pretty hard on the Black Shifter headquarters. I condensed the headquarters and the casino down into one giant headquarters, I guess you would call it, headquarters bar. So this is the new casino. You got your black shifter guards, people watching. This is your faction leader, Big Dark Brow. He's actually in the casino. He helps run the casino. Your swamp casino dealer. And a lot of this stuff is now animated. This guy's playing dice. This one will eventually trigger as well. As you can see, playing dice. This guy is playing checkers. Or actually, I guess it's technically Go. So this guy's playing Go. Simple animated stuff. So they're playing Go together. If I come over here, I'm now playing a flute. All of these buildings and furniture will be available for people. Got this guy, he's pretty much face first in his rice bowl there. This one is a lute, not a flute. Playing cards, playing card, playing card. So I did try and make sure that if crank up the squads, pretty much every table in here is going to be filled out. I made a little private room. You can actually go in here. The curtains don't actually have any collision, which is a good thing. It provides an atmosphere of a private room. If we go ahead and move to night, it actually turns this, this bar into a whole completely different area. This has its own light. Ivor is smoking some hash. Given that these do call a little bit more data, I added in just some generic ones as well. So your guy will just sit down on it. Bear in mind, if you have, a normal sized character and not one that's jacked up like my developer character, you won't have any issues and you won't be floating through the floor. But these are all, again, buildable and usable by the player. I did a little bit of renovation on how the sleeping area is. So you have your beds. These beds, players will also be able to utilize, pay for. So if we take a look at these, 50C or 50 cats, it appears like it has a little small safe on it. Players will be able to utilize these in their homes. Eventually, the beds will scale. You'll go from a low-level camp bed or a sleeping area, and then eventually you'll get up to like higher tech levels, and these beds will provide you comfort. They'll heal you better, stuff like that. And then you have a shower here you can actually use. It doesn't do anything, but it's just funny to see your characters using a shower. And then this, the bathtub, also usable and buildable by the players, actually acts like a bed, which is funny. I thought that was clever by cause. So I just recently got off a stream and I was trying to make sure that performance-wise, even on super high settings, players are not struggling too much to load everything together. Got a travel shop here. You'll have your backpacks, your random clothes, and stuff like that. As I was saying, all of this is fully pathable for the player, for NPCs. Even the insides of these towers are fully pathable. I thought about building stuff in these towers. When you're sitting outside, it's a bit of a pain. I even thought about making them purchasable for the player. I may do so in the future. If I make them purchasable, then they can't be connected to the frame. This is your Thieves Tower. If you're not on the Discord, the Grey Flayers will now be a Thieves Guild rank rather than a full faction. This is your Thieves Guild Tower, replaced and renamed by the Grey Flayers. So if I actually click on the tower, if I click on the tower, Grey Flayer Tower. So this will be your next progression line in the Thieves Guild. Once you help out in the hub and stuff like that, then you'll come and meet these guys. We do have the Dancing Skeleton, of course. That's a given. Dancing Skeleton pretty much remains the same. I've got to add in some of the new assets. Got a whole bunch of randomized gear here. Looking good. I don't know why these guys are all sitting facing the wall. People gonna do what they're gonna do. I have yet to, so what I will likely do, I have yet to put in a player house. What I will likely do is put one over here, just out of the way. I will eventually flesh out the L houses so that they have fully rendered interiors, and then I'll do the towers so they have fully rendered interiors, and I'll make them more shop. That way players have more to do, and you've got plenty of shops. This is your travel shop. This is your regular shop. He's a general store. You've got your armory up here. He sells weapons and armor. He sells a lot. This is the police station, as you were seeing earlier. It's just a prisoner platform repurposed. and he spawns with a couple guards. This guy does. That way, if somebody's committing a crime, oh, there they are. If somebody's committing a crime, like the parasite hosts, they get thrown in here. Got a house here on top of the bridge. These are actually little tiny houses. These will be some of the first things you're able to build as a player. Something I really want people to use and utilize. It's got a little smoking spot here. Got market stalls everywhere. Sometimes they randomize and fill out, and other times they don't. These two guys standing guard for this house. Another market stall here. He's filled out. I tried to make it completely unique in such a way that players want to come here and want to be a part of the city. So eventually I will overhaul the entire quest chains, everything involving them. It's a rather imposing view, to say the least. I worked very hard on trying to make sure that it looks as impressive as it feels when you're playing around it. There's a couple, there's stores on every level. Like you have your, I showed you this in the last video with Rotten, the little Swamper store, hanging out outside. You've got little hobo areas underneath these houses. You can actually go in the houses during the day. And they've got a little tight house. So this will be another house you guys can build. There's two variations. One that snaps onto these bridge and road frames, and then another that does not. Waterproof tent here covers them. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to get this out. I'm going to get the beta version loaded up here in a little bit and get it to the players that support the server and donate and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think about Shark. Let me know what you guys think about playing it, and like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I've still got a lot more plans to tighten up Shark a little bit and then expand what it can do and what it has in it. Yeah, just wanted to get this video out to you guys. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys next time.